really proud of the way guys played today, and I thought we had a really good week of practice, preparation, and had some guys that had to step up. It was certainly good to get some energy and production from Corey. I thought our defense, and you guys saw it, I mean, they were tremendous, and they just keep playing, and I thought, you know, Dave, defensive staff, did a really nice job in getting Cichy ready, and I thought he played well inside. And we forced some turnovers again, and had pressure on the quarterback, and you know, when they did get in the red zone, guys, you know, we stiffened up, and I thought they played really well and fun to watch. And thought our special teams, we were worried again this week. Thought it was going to be a heck of a challenge for our coverage units, and I thought did a nice job. You know, the only one, you know, we had the bad field position after Corey's first touchdown. We forgot what it meant to score a touchdown. But I thought the coverage units were great. I thought Drew punted well, and it was good. And then I think offensively, you know, found a way to move. We're, you know, I think okay on third down, and certainly a big fourth down with Joel and Alex, and needed everything. And it wasn't perfect, but appreciate this group and the effort they gave, and it was a good day that way.
No.
Yeah, come on. Paul, you mentioned the defense. This was yet another game where they weren't responsible for giving up a touchdown.
Right.
Just what do you think has made the unit so special this year that they can work together as a unit like that?
I think not in any particular order, but I think they're really good team defense. They care about each other. I think we got good football players. I think they're really well coached. I think they believe in each other, and because of that, I don't think they feel like they've got to do something else. They can do their job, and they trust the other ones, and I think there's a competitiveness to them, and I think they've got great, you know, there's great leadership. So you got leadership, you got talented players. I think they care about each other, well coached. I think that gives us a chance every time, and then they work at it. They're not. It's not a group who they are. They don't read the clippings. They don't rest on their laurels. They rise up to each challenge, and they're fun to be around.
Yeah. Paul, you've been pretty matter of fact about all the questions about Corey coming back, just saying, you know, he can only do so much. In addition to statistically, did his return give guys a boost around him to see him in the huddle and to see him maybe do some things that they're not accustomed to seeing?
I think it was a bigger boost seeing him make some runs than just seeing him in the huddle.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It was the production, and absolutely it does. And you know what was neat today, I thought, was Dari would have been the first one. You know, it's a group that's not selfish that way, I don't think. And so he had a pep in his step, and absolutely, you know, we've had a number of guys that, all right, they're out. It's good to get one, he's in.
Jason?
Do you have a timetable on Chris Orr, and how long did Jack have to work on the inside this week?
We'll see. I think Chris is one of those that it'll probably be day-to-day-ish, and Jack had enough time to get ready, which was good.
What does it mean to your offense to have a guy who can get to the end zone, can make that one move and finish off a run celebrating?
I thought it changed, that everything doesn't have to. I thought he had some great patience and made someone miss, and I think it changed it. You know, it was a big lift to our offense that way, of having something. Maybe it's not 100% clean, but still good production. I thought that was huge. Sure felt good.
Paul, you mentioned the competitiveness of your defense. Did that show after that second series of the game where Rutgers really pounded it on the ground?
They did. You know, we weren't keeping leverage on the ball, and you know, they were hitting us with the counter, and they were kind of knocking us back, and yet I thought that they, you know, as it went down, guys adjusted. I I thought that was important, and then they bowed up, and that was a huge. Darius on that drive, I think that was one Darius, second down, they went kind of the action pass. That was a nice play by Darius on that, and so it was big. And I thought, at the end of the game with the twos, I don't know if it was TJ that came in on the first down, the run, and TJ and Ryan, he showed up at the end of the game, Connolly, and I thought that was big. And I know that means a lot. The sidelines were alive on that, and that was cool.
Corey obviously showed some emotion after that touchdown, the first one. What did it mean for him to get back on the field and have that success?
I'd like to, it's a long journey coming back, and I'd like to think too that he was happy to be able to contribute to this team, and certainly there's a personal part of it, and that's coming back, and I think any player comes into a season with expectations, kind of a vision of what they want the year to be, and certainly wasn't that way for Corey. So I think it was, there's been a lot of talk and a lot of waiting, and just to be able to get out and play, and certainly Corey will be able to speak for himself, but I'm sure there was a lot in that one.
Steve?
Kind of building off that question, there was a moment after he made that touchdown run, he came up to you, kind of pulled him aside, whispered something in his ear. What did you say to him?
Nice run. And added a couple other things.
That was my question.
Yeah, like I tell you guys.
Anything else for Coach? Right in the back.
What do you think a performance like this can do for your offense moving forward, knowing that you can have balance, you don't have to throw it 50 times a game, showing you can run the ball?
Well, we've done that, different games. I think it was needed and good for the day. And what we do going forward is what we earn. I don't think it doesn't crown us anything, right? I mean, it's we found a way to make plays, offensively, defensively, special teams to win today. None of it carries over. I think there's things we can build on, and I think there's areas, what guys did, and we'll look at the film and say that's positive, and we can keep moving forward on that. But it doesn't mean anything if you don't build on it and keep improving.
I think Joel played overall today. I think there's some good throws, but I'm sure that pick probably stands out for you, that one that was taken back.
Yeah, I thought, he made some throws and did some good things, right? And that was that he stood in there. I know first half, we missed Rob on one, and second half, I think that the pick, that's first down. You're playing with the lead, and I think it's a delicate balance that you are playing with the lead, but you got to keep playing and you got to keep it attacking, and then the third down, they did a nice job, Bracky and Alex on it, and he came off it and missed on location. But you don't want that. You can't when you got a lead. That's the one way they can get back in it, I thought. Thought he responded and thought he played well, and like any game, there's some things you got to improve upon and get back. I thought he did a lot of really good things too to give us a chance to win, and that was big. So kind of like every game, some good stuff and some that he clearly got to learn from, and we got to take better care of the ball, the quarterback spot.
You touched on it a little bit, but what does it do for the morale of the team? Getting Corey back, being on the other side of that injury coin, that you guys have overcome so many, you finally got a guy back. You don't have as many injuries.
What do you mean we don't have it?
You're on the right side of it. You didn't lose anyone. You got someone back this time. What does that do for the morale of the team?
I mean, you'd have to ask him. But I think it's big, right? I mean, anytime you get someone come back and contribute, that's a good thing. And yet, I think no one anticipated Corey to come in and do what he did necessarily, but it was certainly good. But you know, it's one piece. It's an important piece. But there's a lot of guys, and I don't know what. I don't think anyone was waiting for Corey to. All right, now it's finally here. You know, I don't think it's that at all.
Coach, any thoughts on Corey not being able to finish off the 58-yard run, being caught from behind?
I mean, he's gotta get in shape.
Anything else, Coach? All right, thanks, Coach.
Thanks.